Good morning, my friends, juniors, and everyone. How am I? How is everyone doing today? I'm fine, and here I'm back. And today's topic of discussion will be on what do we know? What do we believe in? What conventional wisdom takes precedence? Today's discussion will be on what do we know? What do we believe in? What conventional wisdom takes precedence? These three questions are of great significance to SHRM professionals. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Sit back and enjoy the lecture and think about the questions that I'm going to ask and I'm going to raise and I'm going to discuss whether it makes sense or not. My friends, here I am. Today's discussion is on what do we know, what do we believe in, and what conventional wisdom takes precedence. Interesting to note that SHRM professionals and the top management do not really differentiate the three questions or the three stances or the three approaches. As a result, some decisions may lead to confusions. To know something is not the same as to believe, nor is it the same as conventional wisdom, which is about culture. The SHRM practitioners should be able to separate the three key elements: know, belief, and culture. These three are separate issues. They must be dealt separately. It's not the same to know, to believe, and the culture. And it has a great impact on the decision making. The SHRM practitioners and the top management will have to understand five areas: decisions based on knowledge, decisions based on belief, decisions based on knowledge and belief, decisions based on no knowledge and no belief. And it also is not backed by any culture. Decisions based on that is the way we do things here. So these are the elements, these are the questions. Decisions based on knowledge, decisions based on belief, decisions based on knowledge and belief, decisions based on no knowledge and no belief, and decisions based on that is the way we do things here. This episode is based on my heuristic approach, which means the process of gaining knowledge through experience rather than a pre established formula. This is what I mean by heuristic approach. It's another type of research. This research comes from experience and it doesn't actually require any pre established formula. And that research is called heuristic. Heuristic is about self discovery and self dialogue. Knowledge. Now I'm going to talk about knowledge. How shall I be dealing with knowledge of SHRM? Knowledge is based Knowledge based SHRM interventions, decisions and actions are based on SHRM knowledge that have been well researched, tested and applied. Knowledge is something that exists and is researched, tested, and justified as being true. I repeat, knowledge is something that exists and is researched, tested, and applied as being the truth. All the problems that arise are with inadequate knowledge. The constituent elements of knowledge: belief, true, and justification. This is known as the tripartite theory of knowledge from the perspective of philosophers. And the classical definition of knowledge is justified through belief. Some philosophers have also opined that knowledge involves certainty, evidence, practicality, broad agreement. A good proportion of SHRM knowledge comes by empirism, deductive approach, and the inductive approach of inquiry. Deductive approach involves forming a hypothesis which is trying to predict what will happen if the relations between two or more variables change. Inductive approach means much used by social scientists is the study of patterns, trends, and themes. I repeat, inductive approach is used by social scientists like me, if I can say. We deal with themes, knowledge, with themes, ideas, and trends and patterns. Also, some take the ontological approach, which is what exists or what is the reality. There are three types of SHRM knowledge: personal knowledge, which comes from acquaintance and familiarity; procedural knowledge, the process and how to do things; third is propositional knowledge, which is about facts and factuality. So there are three types of SHRM knowledge: personal knowledge, procedural knowledge, and propositional knowledge, which is about facts. Personal knowledge is about familiarity and acquaintance, and procedural knowledge is about knowing the process. Many theories and models we shall have to study. Theory means to explain reality in a nutshell. Models are hypothetical and prescriptive statements aimed to be applied. I repeat, theory means to explain reality. It's the abstraction from reality to explain reality in a nutshell. That's what theory is. Models are hypothetical and prescriptive statements to be applied. Of the many theories, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, 1943, has stood the test of time because he has condensed needs to a very simplistic version. All SHRM, all SHRM professionals know this, know and have heard and have researched about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He has, he has actually dealt with needs or gaps. And according to Maslow, the starting point is basic physiological needs. Then comes the safety and security needs. Then comes the social needs, egoistic, then comes the egoistic and esteem needs and self-fulfillment needs. The sequence is not that important, but these needs established. These needs are the truth. Physiological needs is about food, is about money. If I do not have money, I will not able to buy food. That's a need which is physiological and fundamental. Then comes the safety and security needs. Once that is fulfilled, I'll think about my security and safety, a full-time employment, a secured employment. Then I'll be talking about social needs, which is about belonging to a group, being accepted by a group of people. Where I work, I'm highly respected in the workplace by all the members of the organization. It fulfills my social needs. Then comes egoistic and esteem needs. I have an ego. That is also a need. Ego is about self. At the same time, esteem needs about what others thinking about me. And then comes self-fulfillment needs. Doing something which I've always wanted to do. I do not have the opportunity nor the time. For example, I'm in the YouTube channel now. I've got the time, I've got the patience, and I like doing what I want. Maybe I liked it, but I never exposed it. Now I'm exposing myself. That's to some extent about self-fulfillment needs. I'm now talking about actually what I'm talking about is the knowledge base of human resource management. The next comes Herzberg's theory, who has done extensive research and divided motivation into two parts: hygiene factors and motivators. Hygiene factors are salary, terms and conditions of employment, company policies, financial benefits, etc., are factors that will make a person satisfied for a while but will not motivate a person. Motivators are those factors which will motivate a person to move forward. It is not satisfactors, but motivators. For example, promotion, praise, learning and development, challenging work, autonomy, etc., are uplifting and will provide motivation. This comes from Herzberg, and he has done extensive research into motivation. This brings me to another great theorist, MacGregor, who is known for his Theory X and Theory Y. Theory X is about authoritarianism, authoritarian management. People dislike work. People cannot be trusted. People must be compelled to work. Need to be controlled, lack of ambition. People resist change, and people are lazy. One type of managers may think of these. Another type of managers may think about that's called theory Y, which is about people want to work. People are self-directed. People are people will give effort. People are more committed. Have intellectual potential. There are two types of manager with managerial mindset. These are the two types of management and will directly impact on employee relations. Both the theories hold true. But basically, I am, if I, the manager that I was, I believe in theory Y. It works for me. But my concern is with better people management, and it may be through theory Y. Do we recall the goal theory of motivation by Ed Locke? And so many theories and models around just to help us, just to help the SHRM professionals. That is also includes the models like Michigan model, the Harvard model, the soft model, and the hard model of SHRM, also the guest model. All these are models. There are so many models, so many theories of human resource. I've just mentioned a few. All these are extremely significant people management theories and models. We cannot or should not forget Cobb's learning theory also. I repeat, we should not forget also Kolb's learning theory. My friends, I'm sure all of you are or try to be a member of a professional body like CIPD London, like a professional body. It doesn't have to be CIPD London, it can be anything, but a professional body. The research and articles are of great significance and source of knowledge in the field of human resource management. I'm talking about CIBT, of which I'm a fellow. Just in my previous lecture, I focused on beliefs, which is also of great significance when it comes to decision making. This is from my experience as SHRM professionals. Belief means to trust someone or something as being true and does not always require evidence or proof. It is a very strongly held opinion and conviction about the existence of something as true. Belief is a mental acceptance of something as true. But beliefs need also to be justified, which carries weight and reliability. As an HRM person, yes, I can act on my beliefs, but beliefs will have to be well justified. That means it carries weight and it's reliable. The general sources of belief. How does belief come? It comes from evidence, comes from tradition, comes from authority, comes from association, comes from revelation. Belief is a makeup of cognitive, affective, and behavior. Cognitive means the process of knowing something as true by the usage of senses. Affective is also about emotions and feelings associated with belief. All these two factors influence behavior, whether it is positive, negative, or undecided, but have an impact on your behavior. We must also be aware of common beliefs. For example, talents move. I believe that. I believe this, but some entrepreneurs may not like to believe that talent moves. Attitude is invisible. Behavior is tangible and behavior. Sorry, not tangible. It is visible. Behavior is visible. Financial benefits do not really bring more loyalty or commitment. From my perspective as an HR personnel, in being in the trade for the last 30, 35 years, I've come to the conclusion that financial benefits do not lead to loyalty, nor does it lead to commitment. What it leads to, satisfaction. These are just common beliefs, and there are many other beliefs, and there are many more commonly held beliefs, but cannot be really ignored. We cannot really ignore beliefs. Beliefs must be ideally justified to make dependable decisions. How now I shall concentrate on conventional wisdoms. By conventional wisdom, I mean culture, which often comes from tradition and is also very much powerful managerial tool that is strongly associated with emotions and beliefs. Culture is a topic and deserves attention. Today, I visited a well known financial company and talked to the managing director of the financial company. I was in the reception area. To me, it was quite dark and unclean. It came to my, that's what I noticed. All these things are about culture. Cleanliness is very much about culture, but it's making money. I won't deny that. But at the same time, it's none of my business but to pass any comments. I went just to meet the managing director, an old friend of mine. That's all. But I really didn't comment on it, the culture of the organization, which looked to me fragmented and scattered and unclean. And I have to repeat, culture deserves attention. Culture cannot be left on its own. Enterprise culture is the way things are done, which originates from the collective thinking of the top management as the starting point and cascaded down the enterprise through vision, mission, values, beliefs, and attitude, and influences behavior of the enterprise. Culture is what can be seen, felt, factual, and bringing about an emotive feeling. That's what culture is about. Culture expresses itself through artifacts, management and leadership style, structure of the enterprise, respect and the language used, norms and the justice system within the organization. Culture expresses itself through artifacts. What are artifacts? Artifacts means the dress code, cleanliness, safety, respect, inspiring pictures that have a message. These are artifacts, also logos and dress. Management and leadership style can be aggressive, non-aggressive, or assertive. Structure of the organization, which may be tall, flat, hierarchical, bureaucratic, whatever it is, it's a matter of culture. The language used in the organization is also a matter of culture. Respect is also a huge issue in culture. Norms and the justice system within the organization. All these comprise of culture within the organization. And to me also, culture is about refined taste. A simple cup of coffee where you can smell coffee or a mug of coffee. I repeat, a simple cup of coffee where you can smell the strong coffee or a mug of coffee makes a difference to the recipient. Be aware of the cultural blockages. For a good understanding of culture, please listen to my lecture on culture accompanied with in the PowerPoint. For better understanding, please read my PowerPoint on culture. A positive and mindset with wisdom with leadership can make a difference. A positive mindset with wisdom led leadership can make a difference to an enterprise. When I say conventional wisdom, it really means the traditional ideas which have worked in the past and have worked well. But those traditions and ideas may at times require revisiting because the conventional ideas at times outlive its purpose. It may happen. We need to understand culture is today, and we as SHRM professionals have to take the lead role in aligning culture with the enterprise, taking into account the time factor. This episode has finally come to an end. Actually, it's not an end, it's just the beginning. That's how I see things. It's not the end. This episode is just the beginning. If you can just think about culture, think about belief, and think about the knowledge base and make decisions in their appropriate manner. So far, this episode is complete. Have a nice day, have a nice time, stay happy, stay calm. I'll meet you all very, very soon. Take care, brothers and sisters, dear colleagues. Bye bye.